kono pressure na ba form kakra eno no na diastolic no tesia engina 80 bi 40 di systolic no ebetra 140 na mfe na ekọ nansia yeko medical screening bi obi betena manim no wanya 220 systolic no na ase no wanya 120.
Hey.
Me na me ka kire.
And where do you say ano shipa?
Nso onam hot say confirm. On tehwe onam hot say confirm.
Enti ade bie na ebo no e ma osan bia say. Se de makoma na ebo dodo.
Osan bia. Bia. Nti de friend silent killer no. Hypertension no. Obetumi anante hwa obenya be ye 220, 230. Obi wo hwa de obetia ne se metie me ya ase makoma eya na awoso kakra obi wo hwa on tehwe no ne nam hoza confirm
wani sumri
ne ho wese no ne nam hoza confirm
wow
ebe yo nwanwa obi wo hwa na ne so brain kakra osore no o gina hwa na aye ne bibi style kakra na se mfede de ase eya aforo soro pa ba around second stage 140 kobe 150 160 170 no ebetro bi kura ontehwe na say diastolic no mfede edu 90 frosroko ebi wo ho na ebedu 99 110 120 130 menye bi kura 140 da ase de no na say soro de nam 250 ho baby eno no de onam hoboko unjin disa bibia kura ye no eno na ye wo hwa obeti kum oda ho wan yare o eno anso munihwe ye ne wawu embasa wi ase entisa bibia eba nka esese ebo nka ye hypertension so nka bebo nka ye ntina ye doctors ne ye say time bia wo hwa nka achekura wo de achekura 6 months bia ko chekere wonsa
doc 6 months no ene na wa chire odi o kan ma misuro
me de say me kan kekese
e bi say bia obi wa the last 6 months na o ye no the pressure no cry due to some factors bia ema o blood pressure kosoro na bia kosoro no de koba 6 months nda be ne be duro ba sa akoye bio
say yenye hu say bibia wo ho nti wo sha say wo chekire dia wachichire ndena unihwe anase enko soro no odi achekura odi yemfa se kura ne boni mu kura achekura no 6 months was akwachichire na sa ukwachichire na doctor ka se ade ya sha se ikosoro mfede efi woko no mede nka obeya nka 2 weeks bia akwachichire se wo ni afide ana umben pharmacy bi ana umben baby a hospital bi o mchechire a o de yemfa say ko chechire unda aduro so ba doctor say ase ashase kosoro onye sure doctor and so onye sure because first time o de achechire ni ba say doctor chechire dia akosoro kakra no obeka say sambre biem in 1 week's time na yenhwe but sesa aduane we ye ni yenhwe 1 week bra ni yenhwe se na hotie ya chichiri biem na esanso wo soro saade a ye beka se maame asesensi ade o pressure no kosoro nti wo se wo ye bibi fa ho nti wo de wadwen man a na mfe ya shase na ye ne odi nkuta ho ne ye be chirew nia obeye a obetumi aboa ma o pressure no etumi esane abafom amam now yenyaka normal elevated stage 1 stage 2 awie no when ye American standard na medican
okay
and one also na Ghana for yefa ebo ha no mo British standard but differences no enye ensubia sa ni nyina ni se wenya esuru 120 wenya a form 80 and ye very standard for mranti for nketesia a omunyi ba na se edu ebia 122 125 pokono a na se mfe na ashase eno no kura no ebetumi aye ebia efi 40 years ekono se wo bo obra yie obi bia ye fine ha ho na obo hu se bibi se se ekọ ndi nka bia nka edu be 50 years no abusua sa hypertension ni ade wo mu no o chichire ni nsa we say ya o be chichire mi nsa me 120/80
wow
yeah
secret no e fama ye
munya butari ansa eno ne yenko yanim nti causes and risk ade a ebetumi aba hypertension no aba ana se ade a ukoye a ebe wanhwe a ebe ma wanya hypertension number 1 eye enyini se ne de enye bone
okay
onipa bia wo ho a obenyi nyesa na medi nkan kire mu no ebia 40 ho ko no ebia 50 ho ko no ebia 60 ko no then number 2 genetics tese unipa no eniema emma yehu se abusua we ni eno no eniwe enye wanim keke o ewo eno no ewo omoja mu ewo sebi o maame no papa omuhia ye no sperm num ovaries eggs num otiase eno na ebotoa na eye genetic nti eno na enna abusua num enu nti na eye a se ye pa akoda ne maame ana ne papa ye kokoye test no nti ebia genetic factors no nyema bi wo mu a wanhwe yi a ukoye nyema kitwa bi a na mfe na pressure na ekosoro genetic factor or family history na je say abusuanum no hypertension wom utumu say amanfo or pressure ni bi dada number 3 say unhwe umuduro no ye overweight je say twim ne be kan say onipa no udidi nduane bi e ma wo ye kese anase genetic factor no wa to mu se abusuan we no mbrant enketesi e om nyina omo ya kese se bi se no so de enye wona waye efi abusuan no all right but ebisu wo ho a aduane a obedi no obo se na wo dore ebi wo so a udidi anadwo no na wo dore because fat no anadwo pa na e dore kwa dana wo da hatia wo hwe nkorom no na uyem niema no so twe aduane no na dane bi srade na dane bi dia ebekwa protein na dane bi sugar otiase ba uda na jua sugar no kura no ebetumi honam betumi atwe bi dia ye ayi
sade na se nipa ni se your body no hunu nutrient no
exactly
metabolism issues
exactly inti number 4 salt content bese chire nchini a udie ne dodo wan hwe na se utadi nchini nkanka sesi a fast food ji anase omochi akụkọ na unse uka unse nchini wo ho bebre ba uka ba ko miensa na utekrema no afa nti wonti biem utadi a ude normal nso se me be fa na me di first time a nchini ewo mu nie nti utakrema no ni wanum niema no utadi nchini no ana se wosura first time no ebebo nka ye second time kakra third time mfe wontehwe nti ufi se normal na nchini ya na wudi nso na wosuru pa eno so ebe ewo hu nsunsanso na drinking of alcohol eno so a problem na smoking eno so ewo problem say ndeno ye tumi kwa chiri sa ya atoaso ye be part 2 atoaso bi part 3
Thank
you very much.
Thank you. Nanka nchine no me wo question wo but.
Ye be
beko part 2. Pese musa say sea salt ne Himalaya, omo say ho salt.
Himalayan salt ne.
And monosodium glutamate. And say eleso kakra wo.
Ni nyina ye be chire
Pa chire.
Wenya bom nka ye ni.
Ye be chire ti. We dey ya fa hono breye. Happy birthday to Isaac Duku Senior and your birthday from my Manuela Ephraim John and all mo nyina o twa ho hye nyina o mse Nyankopon ehira we free afua e Japan wo yire ho happy birthday to you Isaac Duku na doctor we dey ye contact bi obi wo question bi a obeya afa o contact my na ye sorry
yo atiefo ni ahwefo me din de Dr. Anthony Apiakubi Me Chief Executive Officer for Freda Tony Executive Clinic. You was Top Martins. Me number here 054 899 7411. Me boss BM 054 899 7419. Me the Dr. Pierre Kubi.
Yeah, that's the power. Science of Reverend Dr. Anthony K. Apia Kubi, Managing Director, Freda Tony Executive Clinic. Was what you from Kra, Doctor, we know to me pam na bibia kama. Doctor, yeah, that's so betray. And of many thanks. Yeah, here's a part to know the Baba Kwa Faswa. O pressure na da said ye da enkosro no yes ro say ya no aba be kire
papa
me so me di PSA la di kojak farmer ne so ye mo kojak pro code e wadro umini mo asi e antihistamine e boa pa pro code etimi e wa papu any code kojak charcoal toothpaste e ma sen nso e ye fita kojak regular fluoride toothpaste you so ni de bia na mo kojak pini kojak F o sen FMFM wa you so na be boa pa ye 0531 069945 0531 069945 and 0531070020 0531070020 yeah change over me move over Kwesi Parker Wilson be take you over no the more across over the other ban ye OBT agenda in a deserve encantadios adios yebeshia
Oyerepa TV Oyerepa TV the station that makes me feel so happy. Hey, Oyerepa TV Oyerepa TV. Hey, Oyerepa TV Oyerepa TV. The number one. Oyerepa TV Oyerepa TV the station that makes me feel so happy. Hey, Oyerepa TV Oyerepa TV. The number one. Oyerepa TV Oyerepa TV the station that makes me feel so happy. Hey, Oyerepa TV
Yada Shediam Boyankopon se Kaka on the the month of December in the year 2025 na afternoon Akwa Baba 2 year said I'm kind of pay I'm say boyan na ya shase nti if you and the queen we actually did the boyade the boys your friend na be boyade na tiase was and tie ya shase tia boyade no so shase wu tia boyade no pass ma postpone ebi adwoma betimi twa boyade ma ka won twa but won timi twa menye ebedi enye oboyade obechesu ntina indi boyano ebedi boyano pepepe ebedi de pepepe it was a foundation mama bi akwaba my party we should the OBT agenda that is our breakfast time agenda and then Monday morning the 15th of December 2025 now it was a focal Facebook app or party TV Ghana that's our Facebook name like a page for come and go home but kind of the amount and I don't pay now you be a phone lines now then you join the conversation with your thoughts this morning now I don't pay the quite number of issues to discuss this morning. Last week, I'm sure you heard said the majority leader and in a chief whip, that is Mahama Yaga and Roxanne Nelson, the Femepo, were sponsoring a private member's motion. Our parliament say, young good OSP, young good no. We should just collapse the OSP, arguing that since its establishment, Sabi, Yeshada who a son faso. It's Sika air come the and so Yeshada who a faso, young good no. But whilst they were doing that, His Excellency the President, John Dramani Mahama, now on a National Peace Council for aiding Komo, and he made the point to them that it is premature, say, if you go OSP, I'm not sure John Mahama knew at the time that the call for more parliament were trying to push a bill through a big collapse of the OSP. It's after that, John Mahama, Ekachom Somunja Sansi Muno Mudino. They have withdrawn. Now, the minority has raised concern, say, the withdrawal of that motion smacks of incompetence. Because it smacks of incompetence, I say, in Penifomio, you said, and also resigning from Parliament. I don't pay a baby, sir, whether their cause are justified. And I say they are not justified. Again, Pandai rerun the elections are currently, preparations are currently underway. Electoral Commission, 30th December. 2025 will be conducted the rerun. Now, rerun, of course, there are other court processes. I'm happy I have a lawyer in the studio. There are other court processes and also a COSWA. And also, so yes, say if the court grants the applicant, the plea now, whether say election members we'll get to know by the end of, I think, somewhere on the 60th and the 50th. So, China, any Thursday. But 16 there will be a court hearing, and on the 9th there will also be a court hearing. It's a measure the outcome of them. So 2 court hearings and Abuja for say a year. What it means is that the rerun embassy. I don't pay the because Musa Damka has conducted the first poll. Now you're not sure who is leading this first poll. Then Mbreuma GS4 issue statement said they are not recruiting any individuals, but their key concern say I'm recruiting a man for teacher for into the Ghana education service system. But obviously they are not doing that. How true is this? I don't pay if you have any information and now say Unimubia or go through the processor, just let us know right here. I'm not sure. I don't pay. I have a lawyer in the studio. Kwabna Nkatia Entry, or a lawyer, and also a member of the NPP regional communication team here in Ashanti region. Council is here. Council, good morning. Council Afishapa. Yeah, I'm to say.
Adumo, Adachi, the Befanisa.
Sabe Pepe, as a who na che.
No, said, yeah, man, my the interview, I could pay.
Oh, boot trickers can be an angel as well for Dodgina. Go as a boot trickers can win, so could see you.
That's kind of impet.
Pompes is going
to be visa crime.
Pompes can be
visit $8 million.
$6 million.
Oh, the other.
Ah, or the no one cars will use you.
Okay,
this is the car, this is the houses.
Once in this in Ghana now, no. All we glorify is money. Unyeska wonya.
Oh,
a couple of us
but you lumba oh, Jumba. Oh, among Kaimi, lumba or Yumbi. Was it a Sika a beefy? And I guy. Just the son of
the definition.
Definitely.
Definition. Unya.
Was it Sika a man warrior so you do you visa. Something like that.
Sika de efi no. Na unya echi no. Ntimi echi no no. So enche.
That's me there.
So sika ba enche.
Oh, me there me had the you.
Me say sika de efi no. Na unya echi no. Me so lumba no person chese sika efi. Sika echi.
Oh, okay.
Antonio sika bia iska. Baby wa echi bua enche.
Bia echi.
Anti. And the ones all the efi na enyefi. So yeah, you must meet you.
Of course.
But so be ati mechi say must meet you. But I don't know yachi no. Omo ebia for America no buy. And the guy be katibe ba matter say ebia for no obeba mo information match nkofo bebre say because o ma sell market no.
O ma sell market. Me say the who post be a lady be post here a few months ago. Say a mama yen hwe abutreka so. Na yen adwuma na yen pesika. Na mbema bi say e na o say ye fa omo. Say ye no ye ni skentine yen obia. E say ya chi no.
Say butuka mo je won say market no. This is I don't want to the cost me to attend this.
Exactly.
Nti ama market na say.
Market na say.
Ye mo say kwa yen bi.
And I think we need to encourage the young ones, you know. They say Quentibia Yabusio. That's what in 24 Eka. It will appeal and encourage the young ones and say, let's go through the mail. There's a right way to make money. Yejumading, Ubenyeska.
Oh, and I know, but where society is here, all that will glorify is money.
Of course.
And only scar.
Yembu,
Obakra, I want to crowd, did that. Unrespectable.
Yeah.
But when we were growing up, it wasn't like that.
It wasn't like that.
Skanikwenya asema, sebe no kofa hieni anaji mudo. No na kwene uniska oni nyansa. Whatever upa nyansa bena uniska. Asemi abekambia no. Yemfa. And that is where the society is going. Tiama ni na kana corruption dot of my munisa. Ni they are part cultural. Some of the things are cultural. Nyeni na na ye sibe ndi pan because fan say metie mabe MP. Abaya mamedan meeting. Yama me car. Na man sit down me kruma and toto cars to meet the society's expectations of me. Na e china to aba ya yime na masan ko trabu so afie. Amanfo anu kra betima kumintem.
We do atem.
Nti asem be empia, asem so me make sure yes, society expectations no. Me do bi. And na kalumba, this can be a fee. That was the question you asked in the song.
Yeah.
But can be a fee. The echi no, a fee. You want kasa wa ye adwuma bro mo je na enyeska no. En na e ka se onyeska. But enyeska wa je when you me no escapa. So that is it. No,
you're right.
You say be glorify the cat the be cat is sika in there.
You're very right on that, council. It's on a pay say it's not part of our conversation.
I guy be say obi the picture agene girl.
Obi the picture girl.
On the girl to her matna better so much shower. Obi the picture ke free US buy. Abaji Ghana friend nsem. Common picture because or girl who say obi wa bochi there. Obi was catch obi organ just nipa na bochi oni misuba. Unhu ne krada sort the same but because of say the idea we call this who idea say the word which was catching the organ and anything or the picture of a girl. That is the system we live in. So,
wow. We shall for a man no a munsusu. What? Na most of what can be and my boys on so a bread. Will be an size. It will be a unique cash here bar. I'm not consider. The lawyer say, well, ye Jumading, or shall I need cash, sir? So, Banama consider. Idea would they cast in the mansions and no. Na is scam and say a penny. I just say I didn't call actually a bank kuku. Because yeah, prosecution or Ghana because prosecution or butchery. No crowd butchery, a couple prosecution. When you fancy be a crime supporters bank with a court to encouragement. The best Mebruno, in fact. The lady Obonyo Kra.
No, Sika any foundation. Oh, happens in the Paranaska. Now they go about in this flashy.
Yeah, they just want the money and all of
I go for this can pay the do. Oh, look at the richest people in the world. So I'm dress here.
Yeah, you don't even see.
Zuckerberg. T-shirt be. One CD. But another deviation. But Sikane day. Elon Musk and dress the Bill Gates. She can't pay the do. But Sebi. Yamona a free baby a bit piano. Say one city between accounts. The episode beyond yes, we are back. Yes, you are right. Even Kumasi Akra Ghana Aquetin as Kafopano. They don't make noise. On Casa Okade. The money will speak for itself.
Anyway. It is well. There was a for this note here. I will phobia into the baffle. What it? Now cry so. Someone sham also. Now don't be tempted by the things you see on social media. Yes, sir. Walk where near. Yeah. Na faith.
And social media now can't be since Australia for banning social media for a certain age. Ghana then they are free for all.
Yeah, I think
even TV stations cry. No one. Australia more ban only 16 years. You can't use any social media app. Only use social media. They banned it, and the parents in Australia are very happy because it's like wow, ban social media. Now, sure. So when the child goes to the social media, parents are very well. Okay, they don't monitor over. What to phone a man say because of communication. But Akwa TV and the phone and parents you have no idea.
You know.
And to Akwa bring now Ubana will no. But and they say and abaso and that is the way the world is going. And you can see the effects all over. So and deviance man. And Kwako school Munsia there upon Obia pair. The distractions are too many on the children. Sometimes I don't blame them. The distractions are too many. But offer phone now. And we don't censor them. There can go wherever you want.
Oh,
but I think we should take a cue from what Australia has done and then learn from it.
Counsel, yeah, but that's it. I mean, these are very wise counsel from a lawyer. In Katia and Nano Paint. I will for night motion. Mr. Mo. When you are more fair, I'm phantom to you anymore. Now I am one colana. No, very responsible. It's a for pay your share in common as. And as I mentioned, lawyer is here this morning from the NPP. We are waiting for the NDC regional communication team member, Emmanuel Opoku Mensa Onyambe Duye. But of course, Oba Studio Nafe and no attitude and cover. But counsel, wait there, but I shall see also. Why a lawyer idea? I'm sure you'll be happy with the OSP issues na Ekoko na more minority first deputy minority chief whip, that is Habib Idrisu, the Toulon member of parliament. And the Kata Basse Mahama Yariga and Roxy Nelson the film report. They should resign from parliament because from leadership because of withdrawal of a year bill 9 community parliament say Yengu OSP. The question one would ask is very simple. One that didn't know the bill and not say marriage job donor. Why should this warrant any call and now say demand so resign? I didn't.
Because anapai machati for na macha me amenu apai ni kwame ntwe Sunset Financial Services will be any.
Right.
Piki, I think I like your question and then I believe say a boy so Bob Bredo baby own the who and he say I from a commodum. They are public figures. And whatever you do, the public must scrutinize it. That is one. It is somewhere I didn't say Obuhun say I'm the person has every right to take them on.
Okay.
Maybe I'm a public figure say be any I could do whatever I liked, but then baby who I'm a choir, maybe because we're a lawyer, you go to a place, okay, be and social media no be a chow. Now at the baby now, I mean you are bringing this repute to
the profession
as a lawyer and to yourself and also to the party. I'm the NPP. I mean answer question no.
Me too.
Ghana Constitution Article 88 at the power Attorney General to prosecute matters in this country. Now we article Attorney General or a government appointee and NPP and one quiet say or a government appointee no na betim the nsi anase omo na ban mu no ye bone a obetimi aka no bebresa enti no every time biana me put the I've been saying say we should decouple the Attorney General from the Ministry of Justice.
Right.
Senate Bank and Ministry of Justice no will take up maybe the role of the OSP. Bank or not prosecuting people whenever they commit wrongs in the country or in the government. But I know a man buying biba no who say no. Yenti office bia and be independent of government. Na say obiye bonia sa nipa no can go after that person. OSP Act na Act 959 na OSP ne mano security of tenure ene manama bia ebe chese so no go after government na ba no president na ba no. Untimi nyini mfiri ho. Na unkofo obi a sebi oba be ye de opa e de amount. And me I believe that the OSP was a good office. But young baby. Martin Amidu, and nipa friend the Kaiser, onuna or first appointee to that office. Okoye, and he was complaining about a lot of things. He been in logistics, and he resigned. And the then president, Akua Asieduaa, appointee Kisia Jabin, so want me to take over the mantle. Over Martin Amidu complains and maybe logistics. Now me who says that time it was good to complain about logistics because any office sometimes Adebia Shasiana adding, but with time na no me koso, then we will know where to change, what to put where, and those kind of things. You know, when say OSP office say bad another time. If I say about 3-4 years now, a buy no. Somebody can tell me the number better to acquire.
I think it's 2018. 2018 now.
So 7 years.
But I think operation began somewhere in 2020.
Yes. 25 years.
Yeah.
25 years in here. No. And get home mistakes, then you correct it. You strengthen that institution. Said the Ebeya, Ebema Obika could do bonny on him. Hey, OSP ho, dear. Meaning some koya, ya betcha me busy. Then at least it can put fear into people. And they're free for all now. Obia do open. You understand? And I think that the office is a good office. And if some people go to Parliament with a private members bill they want to sponsor for the OSP to be scrapped, why are they even thinking about that? Why do they want the office to be scrapped? Is it because the office is not good, or those who brought the office didn't think through it very well, or because the office
has not lived up to expectation?
So you threw the baby away with the bathtub.
I mean, but say your Bokagua, I mean, Obai, are you impressed with the work of the OSP? I mean, we are lawyers. Are you impressed with the work of Kise Jabin or the office of the OSP?
That is why I'm saying that with time, no, Adebia Shasiana and Eddie, and with time, then we find the mistakes, no, Adema being impressed, no, then we solve that. You don't throw away the baby and the bathtub. Oko America, because institutions, over a period of time, they strengthen it. They know say and a problem war. I been say to say the paka in a permanent ade. Other she wants a family bank maybe. Maybe you run but machine until me call na tell me tell any pam me or the chairman no. Na say be this one na ba echimia. Me to atade ningu. Me ko tell no masa atade na pam na hansi na I say no aye. Me buy money aji money atade kama. But initially it wasn't like that. The same thing applies to the office of the OSP. You understand? So that is what should be done. It's not like say the Ghana institutions then a problem no. Police service problem no. I index in the banana no that first every time for corruption.
Of course.
I didn't say police and some by giving them what they need. Sometimes if the act can say something na you say bia mo act no 959 no let's come we say o man then we strengthen it. It's not a matter of every time bia yentungu ni nkofa de yensanko back to the old ways now. Attorney General.
Say more can I say and fan for some ambassador. Why don't you channel the money to other? Because in your scardy I normal. If this one is not working, why waste money on it? Navi yes, council. No, the first question you should ask yourself is I didn't know. Is it the office itself or the personnel in there? If it's about the personnel in there, then they must be changed, not the office. But now
me who say OSP no. About corruption, but me who say no. I say me who say personnel no honeymoon.
It's not obia odi office in no one home. Is that what you're saying?
That is what I'm arriving at.
It's kissing one home.
Me can't so money, but me who say he can do more.
He can do more.
Yes. Because we are no more so I say we are going say Indian Sicily party, Indian way nearby. See, so that is why people are losing interest in the office. But I don't think setting up of that office per se is a problem.
From what you are saying, then your leader of parliament, he's getting it wrong. So Obi Mahama Yarga any different per se. Okay, based on the Yaki King or see a guno. Now I'm a penny from my catch so munja science no. Now I'm so okay, I'm some again, or my drop the now. I didn't say would the man say some resign.
Panika say doorbell no matter that is even an indictment on the president.
It's an indictment on the president.
Exactly. Because institutions must work. We have this system in Ghana we call separation of powers.
Right. Parliament
on the executive on the judiciary. President is head of the executive. Why do you go to the legislature and tell them so munya do moye? Meaning say and more to the point is a head of government business.
Right.
And see, are they saying or telling Ghanaians that when they were taking that step to take a step for the OSP to be scrapped, they didn't inform the president?
Of course, I want money.
And it means that the president is not in charge of the country.
Debbie, I say your private members.
Listen,
I didn't your private members. I hear members of parliament too.
Okay.
It's what they call in its capacity as an individual. Not a member of the NDC and not even a leader of government business or parliament.
An individual
what I say?
Who is in parliament on the ticket of a particular party. That the president is the head of that party.
I don't know him being also born man.
And he said, "Yeah, the so born man."
Exactly.
I'm going to be the same safe president, not just a president, no. And maybe we are. It say, "Omukachi no yine na so omukachi because omunim say bi omukachi nkra." Because I believe that as a leader, or a president, President Mahama is somebody I respect so much because of some of the things he's done in this country, especially positions that hold of Ghana from DC, from I'm for Kwato Tati Assemblyman, Assemblyman, DC, MP, Deputy Minister, Vice President, President. Minister of Ghana, o my team, you be work, be bit my be this post ni na be that. So whenever the president acts or doesn't act, to me, the actions now it have massive value. That's why when President Mahama was telling Bawumia say, "On your president, then to you understand?
Right.
Because no, baby, that he has held all the positions. Since he say President Mahama, whatever he does or doesn't do, to me, it has weight. And if the president doesn't act to prevent them from even starting that, now obey yeah, friend is saying cure the mischief or whatever, then I think it leaves much to be desired.
What Kasim? Why? So why don't you give credit to them? Say when they initiated the move, because you made your point earlier. Say if there are problems with the OSP, say you're good to know is not the solution. Tweaking it and I man alteration no is the best. Is that if a company are intervening, no much you should give them the credit.
No, just say. And you can think a could do because the president, the Oka say the Intiokas or Munchin sign. That should have been premature. That should have been said in the beginning, not after. That is not the time that should have been done. Because as
to be fair to the fact, Omampeni didn't can't answer. In fact, there was a program going on in the afternoon with the National Peace Council, and Omampeni cast a premature assembly. Or kind and chebia. And our leaders and also so almost let and about wanting say they are initiating the move to do that. ABCI
and the settings. Settings. That's it. Sometimes they want to play to the gallery. ABB President Kasa will be at but Kasa be your subsequent president. This should have preceded private members build on personal cost capital, and yet after. That means people are doing things in the country. Maybe the president is not even 100% or not aware at all. And I think it doesn't help. Because whatever they are doing, they do it in the name of the president. What I say? We are connected to my because Mahama, the second term, no, and as Adiano, the bass. Because that's not a gun, can be a ref, I'm going to be a ref, Because the MP be Romabagan, no more would be, but but president in India.
Remember the president.
You understand? So if the president is truly in charge, then he should be truly in charge of the country. And he said, "Biomaya now could do by Binafe Nababe Satina President Kasa." No, some of these things shouldn't have been done at all. What does it? I saw a papa now no Matifina, Obakoya de Bonoa, Bontepina, Mankasa the Menge, Mankasi Jana. Your children are not giving you the respect you deserve as a father or as a leader in the house. And so now Kokasa Asamama and Kraneti. So I know who I think was a short answer. It should be nipped in the bud. And you say Bob on my TV. So they can't be.
It's in their Habibi. You think that they should resign?
Exactly. But Ghana says our resignation culture and it's not in our blood. Any emoji. So they will keep on. They will keep on. Now say Obikwa can say I am a private jet or resign. And so Okuja like I said it. He's still at post.
So I'm on for private jet. There is someone paying for private jet.
Okay, so vice president of an
vice president for private jet, but
so
no,
they make one mark condition.
No, so vice president of the area. Now I was sent Tampana. I didn't know how much you could now compare a year. I It's money for private jet.
I said in the but your cars of resign, so resign.
No, but the conditions are different.
No, the all kind of the condition be to what condition be to.
No, but sometimes when I would say there's spirit in the letter of the law. It's the letter of the law, no, and what can no. But if you're spirit now, I'm not so for private jets and all the coin. It's based on that they can't resign.
I'm so never call law deeper. Your positive is a natural law. And we know your positive is now a natural law. But the fact is that sometimes following the black letter law is not a sin. Right? Idea will be baby on one casa no kind obi impression obi anya no one did no ka say
that's true
say amazing
that's true
so nkai na me chese me ka ko say Ghana no you don't have this spirit of resignation so obi aya de no resign boni an ko de to okra che but you are in Ghana and then people tend to hold on to positions even when they don't even deserve it. So some of these things sometimes they are not right, but yeah who am I say ababe normal, but I don't think there's anything normal with that. So if they are men of integrity, then they should bow down their heads in shame and then do the needful by resigning from their positions.
Okay. So let me ask you this final question, Afe. Yanko Pandai, you run so quickly. And we are hoping that OP Babe can pay, then we continue the conversation.
Only if you can turn the
for you, then Afe si be ya ibitimi abo ama OSP no. The Jumana warrior, it's me, Edimu. And you see, is it surprising, say, I'm calling for the head of the OSP and I said the scrapping of the officer. Now politicians. Do you suspect to say Obi so be na? It's like was a politicians, and per se the good OSP.
I want to say me share say me kind. OSP in the base say on my fight corruption. Say a boy Spinica, I feel say a man 154 million Ghana cedis for that office alone. It's Kakesepa, I bet you know go mine. But let's also consider the other side. Sikasa na Ghana lose to corruption in a year.
About 3 billion.
And do baby it's kind of the boy Spino brand and do Sikana you lose to corruption. No? What I say? And it's Obika says Capo. My first question is it because he young and I say the person has something to hide? You understand? Since it's kind of little then you compare corruption, but because the cost benefit analysis, no, let's kind of the boys be one brand, and it's can be but you can't lose to corruption, no, and it's can say there. Then I say the Ketua, I call Rekesi. Ketua, the Cocker say, boys be no bra, a branade, I could cheat or more, I said, more man, a boca or corruption, no man. I think that is the way to go. And to Banaka and Scapo, and go back to the old system, Nana. Nenko to the Nenko for Attorney General or no buying pano, no one casana. Say Ghana will be him say, where's my friend Martin Pebu? Obiasu Martin Pebu and this, no one can aka. My point is, where's to say Attorney General and then you spear and commit my friend Martin Pebu say, or furniture made. So to question him, I don't know what. I don't know what you question him on, but Martin Pebu Nankasa because where's prefer no question. It's true, but it has nothing to do with corruption matters. What I don't know why he questioned me, but no, I'm telling you, yes. It has nothing to do with corruption. But other people have been questioning. It was the mandate of the OSP, no, per the act that established the OSP, no, essay to investigate corruption and corruption-related offences. But just here, the Martin Pebu knew being exchanges. Now, I say Martin Pebu make allegations. Say, he said, "I've been working and now, can refer every Ghana court." It has nothing to do with the OSP office. It has something to do with it. If you have something to do, an officer you have been defamed, the law gives the OSP the opportunity to file a report to the Ghana Police Service. No, defamation at one point, but another point is also that Ghanaians are crying out, investigating based on corruption. Right. That's why I'm saying the OSP has a role. The corruption, then the OSP has a role to play. Asemo can say, "Onu OSP no share Emma can refer to every Ghana boy." Asemo can. Oh, okay. What I say on can say onim say can refer to corruption matters. Okay. What I say? Okay. It's on based on that. Okay. And I invite him to say, "On my child frontier," or say OSP ki say been Emma a year can refer to free Ghana coin.
this has nothing to do with the mandate. This has nothing to do with the mandate of the OSC.
So that's what I'm saying. The corruption is embedded in there. Corruption inside.
Councilman, that's your pay. Now moving on to the Pandai we run, but maybe some no pay. What do you make of the cause of Mama Yagane that resigned from Parliament? Is this something that you believe that is the right thing to do just because say Omampeni Akasem, they are also doing the opposite? But of course, Omampeni Kasayeno, finally, say they have seen wisdom in what the president has said, and so they have withdrawn a year of motion, and as a private members bill, no, they have withdrawn or it's been withdrawn. But in the midst of that, no. The NPP saying that also Mutimi resigned from Parliament and the leadership. For you, what do you make of it? And I'll pay maybe a phone answer the conversation with a thorough call Facebook or a TV on Facebook, like a page for comment to go or make kind of. Now let's go to where counsel as a lawyer has a lot of in-depth analysis. Now Yanko we so board no so now share the first poll about. When it comes to the Pandai we run, blue near NPP and a green no, NDC. Now the blue is Matthew Yendam, no and currently or MP. Our concerns why you say, or say you call we running to no. Now he's battling for his own life at the constituency. And I green no, the NDC candidates. One of them some no court no. Daniel Nsala Wapal. It's Wapal. It was 46%. And Matthew Yendam. It was 50%. Only 3% says they are undecided. Only 3%. And I'm say they are undecided. And 1% says someone else. It's my council. The Papa Trouble now. Nipa 1% pet. And I bet Trouble. But they are 2 and that. Matthew Yendam being the NPP MP for the area, no, we're no being 50%, and our NDC candidate being 46%. It's this is the polar and Opeyaba, where the first one, no, on the 30th, just about 15 days away from today. It's on the 30th, obviously, say court cases and your way there. So that's what you see there. Now, Opia Babedu, why late Papa Babedu, but or Pakunya Actanasi. So I'll introduce him to you shortly. But this is the rerun a year global info analytics. Musa Dankwa and Sama or the Abani. It gives the NPP a comfortable lead. So election and as a banner to the BMO. The NPP is likely to win this election. It's Opi, Akwa no pay.
Yeah, Paka.
Bom to say.
Ochedam Pandaroma.
But the Jahom Kaka na Menko Council. Council. We are comforting mamu, ala. Because but the poll shows that you are winning the elections.
Paka. And I'm going to see my man, Edubabiana Ahumti.
Right.
Ahumti in the sense that a two abana say Chinyaba MPDR the court high court. Further appeal to the Court of Appeal. The presidential a Supreme Court.
Right.
Yatuaba 2024. They declare winners of whatever party and whatever MP. They declare winners na we. They declare winners ni we no. And your mra or my I edit 127 Act 127 no about elections. Nti Yatuaba we na so Yatuaba we na so person dey abanko I we na say no maybe cause so when anje na person dey call quarter. They quite so fast so that I say the answer now they are call. Sana man nyina ewo. Nti no where ruling if it Tamal High Court by na nipa no dey asem no call I court no oko se court no nka 41 police stations wansem polling stations of constituency only 152. Okay, so 41 on who say no man kwe ntino omunka 41 no wasem. Strangely, judge said that
because you didn't say as lawyers the more court, apart from the main relief you are seeking, no, they make other prior to the court say as the court deem fit. We are based on plea, no. Court also feel say be a be no the account. It was also part of a relief on Musiki. So I agree with you, say that was the main relief on Musiki, but there was additional relief on the account.
Nipano was specific. At the evidence bar on the 41.
Right.
Why then say court in the case say Is it because the court in the court opinion there's also a difference of the kind one can into more can yam and say Nipan say 41 at some about one can yin to or more court on who say or more in because 41 a does change. It's a chain 111 now can be brave. So what did the court consider before coming out to say that about constituency?
Because I am learning that your candidates also raised similar concerns about other places and police stations and any candidates in here.
But on farm court,
doing the cross examination.
Court no. And so my point is that court nanka's opinion on the chain say nipa the 41 aba ye court no no nina wa ba nipa no de ba no anka say constituency nina but on the mean specific the evidence about 41 by so why did the court conclude say they should Ghana etia at 2008 to aba e say enko time say enka say time enti no ye nto Ghana ba nyina afoforo so na bibi ho like we can't president e bibi accident ke bituma hwan so dey enka dum say they see me be any see there be say ya sa na say we dey nipa ne kokko say 41. But yet, you say, Yanto Abanina, okay, and area. Article 19 of the 1992 Constitution, say, say, to Abana say, Ontiasia, a parliament to the core High Court. So they followed the law by taking to the High Court. And the High Court, so the core, Omudi Asemna, why Bibua Bono, you have the right of appeal. And Article 99, clause 2.
That's true.
Of the 1992 Constitution.
That's true.
To the Court of Appeal. You can appeal to the Court of Appeal. And to Abano. A court na mama a ruling. The panel has the right to appeal. And why the right to declare that seat vacant?
We declare we. The same court to Aban. Do you think say we
no, say we but my point is that nobody knows tomorrow.
No, the election I mean, we go to 2024. You're very convinced that you're going to win.
But we didn't win. So nobody knows tomorrow.
No, but I mean, on the face value, you know, what do you think?
No, on the face value.
Polls just say 50% when I'm leading. Is it comforting enough for you?
No. What is comforting enough for me is that about when you can say because we no more course na it's Ghana and Adamu Zakande so okita dual citizenship UK ne Ghana ejini seat efri ni se manu ko jail it's Ghana ha the question so a Canadian citizen as a Ghanaian citizen one ko jail but parliament are 9 months or na NDCMPC they turn this into a political gimmick. Am I really can say nkoto aba na foforo na on time fa akonwan e koto aba no owene esamba be MP no ma be aye o man you should be very careful about them because power is very transient a term to say can shim na say we should be very careful what we do with power. Manchester Ghana for to Alabama NDC say on be no ma be na NPP ya na enkoyi no but I think the mobile no they are even doing worse than what NPP was doing. Because of their majority in parliament, pushing through whatever, doing this, lithium dealing and saying, can't, Article 99, I say, when Article 112, clause 5, I say, time I bet declare a seat vacant in parliament, a timer, court and a cast sitting vacant. And say after the appeal process, and a court and bet my cast seat be or her, seat in a vacant, in the Congo to sit in Swaba. And no judicial administrative. And the clerk of parliament can go to parliament and tell parliament say enter about seat because I vacant. Well, bra court no, and unless maybe of course a case of death, I will be able to depend on. By BBC there, then the court is the one to decide per Article 99 of the Constitution. And
the court has decided.
Say there's a right of appeal.
Of course, appeal. We are lawyer. What do you say? When you appeal, and of course, Matisse Monko for the maker say, or my file stay of execution. The filing of stay of execution doesn't necessarily mean say the process should stay when the court hasn't given the verdict. We are lawyer.
No, this is
what I say. We are lawyer. We need wait.
But
it's the fact that my filing stay in say or say stay at the end.
No,
I say go ahead and do the work.
No, this is Koto Abana say and this is in fact some credit in nowhere near. Then what happens to the stay appeal now?
It do was say stay your filing stay now. Your man enter parliament. My filing stay stay of execution now.
No, every stay has a pending something. If I list that is not the end. If I list na bibi to us, bibi in the say yen so ti. CCA. Ya to aba na CCA.
But court ruling say yen so. That be just
say stay I didn't think I stay or court. O stay because adena e course no. Onu say ye wia renchinu abeba. Okay, ya file stay court say court aba. And this now when elections no. Or when elections no. Na say stay near man say I stay na like court banner court because ebia you call appeal no NPP na win na ya to about some NDC na win who becomes the MP for that constituency.
I say you revert to the original one.
So why do you have to waste my name then organize the election?
Number some what say allow the tum say your file stay of execution na and no just say your file stay in no you say man the parliament right na you can be as right what and what say sir and what say oh, your lawyer says what you
No, listen. Me say stay be a pending something. Pending BB.
It until say you be ruling. Say you ruling stay.
The question or I friend say in the case of parliament 9 months. 9 good months. So meba why the rush? Meba mam cho there. Meba obekon so ba mam nkasa 1 minute bi. Say to aba wi after gazetting of the results no. Opesa court on that election now. MP no. You have 21 days within which to file processes in court, in the high court. I send the woman filing notice. So tamale no. 21 days now. A man amount I PND law 284 section 18. HSS 2 about when I say opposite or I find say I parliamentary no. You have 21 days after the gazette. We gazette elections no on the 24th of December. Last year, 24th of December, the Gazette elections. No, I'm called court on the 25th of January. Clearly, 32 days. 21 days. Into the High Court in Tamale had no jurisdiction to hear the matter and determine say.
Okay.
Because they flouted the law.
Okay. So, over the case of judgment to the error. Okay. Obi, we take counsel.
Yeah.
Me know the anya lawyer for you a for.
Yeah.
The your friend say book mumra. But lawyer Osi no, he raises a very interesting point. But maybe no so. You saw the post na Musa Dankwaye.
Yeah.
I just say Yama MB before the lead in this rerun no.
Yeah.
Clearly, as I catch him say. You push your back down. Now, I'm to you one parliament because more lose way.
Paka meda wasi mechia atie for na but Paka is a Kumasi traffic situation is very very. You be bring so come. Well, and then Simun temper but we drew stage nice I dear mommy. It's not easy. This issue about rerun na yekwe. Me a lawyer. Oshe Judge Kwesi issue no. What did to one? The questioner me buza say Judge Kwesi ebra court release say yenye rerun na yekoto ye. Ye to ye osan we ne ye. Na omunnim say yekoye rerun no a Judge Kwesi be we ne. And I say, I mean, there's the probability say obitumi are winning, and therefore there's no need say because say yekwako to Judge Kwesi asen aban, and therefore enka ye moot a lawyer for one am kan enka ye monu go asen ke yeko. If say sa acknowledge no how they ban if it is anything to go by. But Paka, we share pools are echo ewo. Pandaya. Yes, na me nra na metie nano na metie Kwesi Bento mo so that you know where his leanings are. Okay, so omo research o my say o hwe nyimdama or you be very popular and therefore on the we need doubt say 2024 elections no that is parliamentary elections nyindam ewene right now if the likes of Kwesi more munyina no or leanings no towards the MPP no if this is their thinking I didn't before you DNA and to aban I believe in research global info analytics more other I think this morning I was following him no as a research the opinion polls they are figures mere figures but it does not necessarily mean say a bit translated in reality say kobasi yeba beto abana but that said no me discount to the relevance of polls or elections be the same.
They say you have to give up because you will lose.
No.
We are never track
listen,
record.
no
Our track record.
Yes.
We need 2024 movie.
Yes.
Yes. We're predicting a number of seats. If I judge Chris, yes. In this case, or producer yin number winning. It's in a mono back it down.
Listen,
all this we save money.
Now I'm talking about something. I don't discount the relevance of statistics in election like this. However, you see the statistics now polls in the day ban. Where probably we fall short. Because where polls not the buy now. Extra people say who the approval rate of the president now. It was, I think 60. I think I have the figures.
No, I was 67%.
I think about
67%.
About 27 or so. Yeah.
Right.
Now, I am the director of election for Asatiachim Central Constituency. Every election.
Okay.
Me call around me research. A hundred who say a friend Abanti they say Nana Kwame the independent candidate. A hundred who says a much more popular than Alan was. Because Alan was visibly everywhere. But me research I mean no Emma who say Alan relatively Alan to Nana Kwame Nana Kwame was chair Alan. Now when you are doing research, sometimes you go around when you go come out to say asema pack can you say so the call to academic knowledge pack uncle school until now all we say. But the first pack uncle school no being and that don't mean that he's not entitled to his opinion.
So of course, that is his opinion.
So sometimes we say some opinions are uneducated in the minds of the educated, elite. No.
Right.
Now, when we find out say pack a more uncle school say no more no, then actually what it taught us to do, they say, as I see a fashion out a policy, a messenger, a very resonate with the lives of Paka more Sebi or man school. So these statistical figures now, it gives us a clear indication that what message should go to which people.
Okay.
You understand?
So, Obi. So, also, my catch was a council raised a very important issue, or concluding, and time now, Ghana Bremucha say, case after an election. There's a time period also will file for an appeal, and I will file to contest a SI election. So time frame, more candidate NDC for more file after that, and not to the entire case down the court in Sabi.
Paga, with all apologies to Minya lawyer,
meet you
with all apologies. I've heard MPP for lawyer for be argue this way.
Yeah.
You see, courts follow procedure. The procedure regarding the issue at stake, it is as important as the issue.
No, you're agreeing.
It's as important. Let us come to Ashanti region. There were certain, seats at the court parliament. I lawyer Mankwane, a lead counsel. The MPP lawyers here in Kumasi raised issues regarding the procedure. Say, we filed the case, I think, on the 22nd day or so. And based upon that, the learned attorneys for the MPP they raised this issue. And when we raised this issue, the court in its wisdom gave judgment in favor of the MPP. Now, MPP for a lawyer for now, defend Yindam, Sabi, come school, KJTiana. Did they attend KJT law school? So, if indeed the issue no omu raise no. If it is anything to go by, the question we need to ask ourselves: when we call law school, no, did their lawyers not? I mean, their teachers, no, didn't they teach them say procedure regarding any issue? No, it is as important as the substantive issue. And your procedural law, your substantive law.
Yeah. So what's the point I'm making now?
The point I'm making is that lawyer for now, omu defend the with all apologies, they have done a great disservice to the MPP. If claims now I'm making is anything to go, I say no cry.
No, but it's true. Someone falling outside the time frame.
So now,
no, that's a fact.
So
it's a fact. Someone falling outside the time frame.
Now listen,
it's a fact.
Listen. The MPP cannot unnecessarily waste the time of the court. Someone him say, you file a case no outside of time no.
The specific time
now. Emrano act na HSC One lawyer for no at the pointer, not substantive case near the court. Where were they?
They didn't raise the matter.
They didn't. I mean, now omu bache say no, we need these facts ana. And say if it is true, na say a neya say we mako lose the case no. And I'm raising this procedural issue. Then I think say a lawyer for one they should go back to the law school and offer themselves to be retrained because you cannot waste the time of the court. Say. I mean, what court? You throw procedure, civil procedure, whatever.
Maybe at the time it didn't occur to them. Maybe.
What's that?
At the time it didn't occur to them. Say, also we register some matter. Maybe.
No lawyer. No. Please.
Please. I mean, lawyers are not angels.
No.
I mean,
please.
Please.
They can err. Paka. These are trivialities you are raising.
No, these are not trivialities.
Please.
Obi.
Ask any lawyer. Cause any lawyer. No, please.
We are teaching.
No, this is about law. Please.
We are teaching.
This. No.
Mumaki is script. Sometimes, Mumaki is script. You get it wrong. Also, between 70%. Come on, 50%.
No.
Upon remarking, you please the person maybe 70% and 75%.
Paka.
That is an error.
Call any law lecturer. Please, the law as it operates, no. And ni teacher juma no fa. We a lawyer as a lawyer no. So court. The substantive case no. There's this lawyer lecturer. Be a minimum. Do you know he wins cases mostly based upon procedure. You understand?
Yeah.
In law, he's a lawyer.
Yeah.
Let him discount the fact. Say procedure.
No.
It's not as important as any lawyer. Be a CMO case. You look at the substantive law. You look at the procedural law. Say substantive amwawa. You play along the path of procedure Counsel, to win your case.
Did you raise this matter at court? This procedure and say filing the case, outside the time frame, Do you have any knowledge? Say more lawyers, more court, more easy, just a quick one.
We are talking to Ghanaians who are very discerning people. Ebi akwanya bi na enye na babet na ase na ye
right.
And I don't say obi onya akwanya metra ne sebi yenim de cha na say ya adwum do chen no. And he say kasa na enya abotre. If you sit here and say obi should go back to school and get retraining, I mean seriously.
No, because I mean but is it a genuine concern we make. So as a lawyer, the one of the things you look at is your procedure. If this fundamental error has been occasioned by the NDC candidates, now more MPP lawyers, the problem is that there's a huge problem.
Listen, the Omosuan law be there. Kobon se be jurisdiction or law. Jurisdiction and capacity, they go to the root of every matter. Jurisdiction, and they can be raised at any point in time during the trial. Even after the trial, you can raise it. Capacity need jurisdiction. This is tried in law.
This is key.
Meba.
This is a very key matter. It may affect the entire case.
This is tried in law. Capacity and jurisdiction. These two can be raised at any point during the trial process. Whether at the beginning, the middle, or at the end.
Or even after the case.
You can't tell me where or when to raise it.
Really?
The hearing is really? Yes. The law is that court should have jurisdiction when the person files that petition within 21 days after the elections have been gazetted.
Good.
You file it 32 days after. So like I said, the court didn't have the jurisdiction.
It's more lawyers. Did you raise the matter in court? That is the problem.
Omun Rezia and Keka
meaning that your lawyers honestly did a poor job.
Listen, my point is Somun Rezia and Keka
it means your lawyers did a poor job.
No, Somun Rezia, I didn't say Keka was him. Why are you discussing it?
So you agree some lawyers did a poor job?
I mean, I give me just say.
No, but because this is a fundamental error. Listen. This is a fundamental error before the court. Now my lawyers say Jimmy Rezia doesn't matter. What is very pressing? Yeah, they did a poor job.
Me say, so Oman Rezia, I didn't think I know, me no me na say I can't want him. So Oman Rezia, I didn't think I can't want him.
No, because this came after the judgment, and then it shows a Friday, and then Monday. I thought someone tells somebody raised
judgment is not final judgment. The Constitution at Article 99 Clause 2 allows us to go for appeal until the appeal is determined, and there can be vacancy in the bar, a clerk of parliament. Within 7 days, so Kokache a parliament. Not parliament, so I inform EC to conduct an election 30 days after.
I see.
You understand? And to say, you can raise jurisdiction capacity issues at any point during the trial. Anytime you raise jurisdiction capacity.
Okay, Obi.
Issues regarding jurisdiction. Every lawyer behind him said issues regarding jurisdiction are very important.
Of course.
You see, you cannot raise
lawyer, or a practicing lawyer, or say you can raise it during or even after the case.
No, even though I'm not a lawyer, no law lecturer will teach a lawyer, say, you raise issues about jurisdiction when your client has lost the case, we're losing Myanmar, and sign while raising jurisdiction post
the case.
Post the case.
No, post judgment.
No law lecturer will teach any lawyer to do that.
Every kind of strategy.
What's that?
Every kind of strategy.
It is a poor strategy.
Poor strategy.
Listen, then you also raise this this issue about jurisdiction or capacity in law. You see, if you don't have capacity, you can never sue. You understand?
Right.
But let's just say me sue let's say Packer. Or they say on any issue. That's a mini capacity. Now Packer lawyer or defend better answer some in the case no. Then me marry in the case now you say na lawyer who's one more lose one more who appeal you pay.
That's a bit problematic.
That's Packer.
Jurisdiction can be raised at any point in time.
But there's this maxim in equity law. Now there's this maxim of equity, HSA. Equity aids the vigilant, not the indolent. So what it means, me say, delay defeats equity. You can't say delay defeats equity as HSA. What it means is justice requires prompt action, not lazy waiting.
Right.
So what it means there, for example, in land, sebia my better assassin, me my assassin that a doom a chile baby. Na mahu say lawyer, ako fa assassin na or yes wajuma. Na matrawa my lawyer see and friend say so. Then I go to court. Na makoka say judge any mame. Equity will tell you say ebra no OC a dino. Were you there?
Yeah.
So there's this maximum in equity. What are they? Equity law actually say if you delay if you become indolent, you can never post judgment. You can never go and find say the court is not there to entertain some of this laziness. And I mean I don't think should they raise this issue about I'm not being prejudicial anyway. But let me leave it to the court. I would like to pass that. But all said and done, I think that it is important. Say, say, the MPP as an organization, as a neo-hono, only a fragmented entity. They are not united. What we are going to Pandai to do is we are going there with a united front. Yes, you say underdogs. But scientifically, no. We have our figures right. Okay. We are going to work assiduously. Now, see a 30th of this month now. Paka abros wa numrebe no nsiano. Nsunsanson ba betoja ama mo
so you agree, sir?
Yes.
Mo file a case outside the mandated timer. There was a mo file a case. What you ojitum?
Yeah, that's why we won the case. That's why we won the case. And I am falling within.
Man falling within. The fact is, man is falling within 21 days after Gazette, and I've checked. Time I'm filing, send a lawyer can it was 32 days, not 21 days. So more than the required time. So
long as we are concerned, we never breached any procedure. That's why same was not raised by the council.
Now in the court.
No, please.
Now in the court, the
record of proceedings and the judgment is a testament.
Have you seen it?
I mean,
have you seen it?
There's no part of the judgment that says we filed our case outside of the regulated, within the stipulated time was here filed. There's no part of the judgment. If there is, show it. Now what for? There's nothing like that. And the we have won a solid case because okay, Kumasi had a friends Obuasene Ahafuhase there and Tepade the court. When we lost the case based upon this technicality, Paka, we never appealed the case because we didn't want to waste the time of the court. You understand? We didn't want because we knew say procedure. What's a lawyer be a lawyer for no the case? What you say substantively or case procedurally only case. And if the counsel to the other side one raise procedural issue now, then he travels along the path of substantive law. No, they are calling it. And the way a lawyer, but I mean, a trite knowledge say every lawyer should, attach importance to procedural law the same way you attach importance to
just a minute or two
substantive law.
So I mean, I hope you're raising the point now, though. So mono. You say na question. In fact, NDC for say omuwie Pandaya, ombeko is German South, omuwie German South. Ombeko Suhum is brewing. They are preparing for Suhum too as well. For you, then obeka che the caucus no. Yeah, munjamanenka. And now you should still fight on with this one. Quickly on that be phone as matter.
Say the abana say ekobasa say ekoto abana ebe akoto. 1992 Yanko Parliament,
right?
But Ghana deny, so we all want Ghana to live long. But what I can say also again is that Obia what kind of law that either passively or actively means say jurisdiction goes to the root of every matter and can be raised at any point, even on appeal. Even we can call any lawyer and put the lawyer on air
because for your client then your client pays you appeal the case which you could have won at the court of first
instance. Which is your advantage to win the case, If you have the period.
It will be unethical, say. Maybe just 30 seconds. It will be unethical, say. If you knew, say, you could win the case at the court of first instance, then you ignorantly lose. Who lose you are? No, my client.
Judicial review.
No, my client. Next year, for judicial review at the detriment of your client.
Counsel, just in a minute.
I am talking law. I don't know where he's talking. I am talking, and the law is that jurisdiction goes to the root of every matter, and it can be raised at any point.
And the law is
whether at the beginning,
you don't do a case
in the
detriment of your
or the end, right? You can raise it at the beginning, in the middle, or the end, or even on appeal. Just like capacity. And he said, if that is the law and somebody says he doesn't want to understand because he doesn't want to understand, then fine. You understand? So that is, you can call any lawyer, put the lawyer on phone, and let's have this debate.
Every lawyer also tell you that you win the case at the court of first instance.
People should join the conversation this morning. 0594192409 0322497264. Now there's a message here for lawyer. And it says, ask the MVP lawyer whether he has read the NDC candidates' relief to the courts. NDC had 14 reliefs, which included nullifying the entire election. Okay. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Papa. Good morning.
Yeah, madam, how are you by force and everything?
Mr. Boati.
Great, Mr. Boati, what you ATR on pay?
The other year is MPC for you, NDC for finding home. 17 and 18 MPs at the double size. Who be jail one, what the chair won't say, MPs for who be jail MPs for me. And a second, that court issue procedure, you can raise it at any time. Now MPs for him say, if it's up to one crowd, so for total figure now, and cancel the.
It will not affect the entire outcome of the results, right?
Yeah, and cancel. If you let it go, yes, let it go.
Let it go, pa.
If you send the lawyer exactly,
see,
every say, and cancel, and not cancel the whole way. Anytime when ready, that way timeline.
Okay, Mate. Medasi, Mr. Watson, Medasi, because it's when I saw the statutory application, I mean, we say that's one of the key things they're raising in it. You know, that's the concern I raise actually. Okay, meaning so a lawyer there, I don't know.
No, this is.
Yeah. Hello, good morning. Yeah, Councillor. Yeah. Hello, good morning. Oh, hello. Yeah, I'm not remember your first and everything.
And now, Unia
Oh, Eski, Manto and Cantem, Eski. Right. You try to pay Eski.
The Sia Common President Grana, who is me. I see him review. Mammy Chammy Kamianti, or what it is, Eugene Kofi Amankwa, Amansabua for Minchian and Yaman Munajapa, or one of what it is. Amicia Sasko 1 or what Yason College, the whole was a Minchiano. Papa can say, and this is for Nagasapa, dear Palmer Penny Riati. Yamamu 2 years for Parliament. There be a team crash at some da. And a year to wait, and a Jew, and a young year, and a year for the pound.
They want to collapse the MPP.
I'm going to tell you, and I can afford you. And
MPP. They want to go the MPP. That's what they want to do. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello, guys.
Mr. Paul Akua no pay it you.
Yo, and pay me tell me man penny his excellency don't go the one mama. And in an maintain chairman and pay me chairman pa. Media name no debia me come say. That special hospital watch you. Now you know the year mumaye. No so be boom, no so be boom. Or one fa kwan be so. No ma say former finance minister Edwane here. Nam ka to play. The office of what if you got media my business office my mean but no the young family so you need to pass over so no. Ana about bamba about to me got to place there. And before pamu no down grandma. No mundi gale botoma.
Mate, but now it doesn't reflect the polls in Abano. The polls in Abano says NPP is leading the election. So they are yeah, hello, good morning. Yeah, hello. Oh, maintaining cat. But
yeah, good morning.
Yes, I'm much first and everything.
Your family Jonathan because of free tema.
Okay, much it's on pay.
Yo. Hello.
Young Quenes come much more from Amunti Hawaii. Now I say delay. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Midian, good morning. Midian Kokoju. Mammy Chan Kamagazo Fulku, Mafia be you till pioneer boss about Mudi and Aquasi Amo Kamesu, but Kakama can say, Obise. And I just sit night there. Sit the beer, when you're mode patapaji piano. Yeah, the back court. Nay lawyers, no, MPP, maybe almost say, and this any lawyers, and near the Yakosku and your lawyers. And Coco to a Dimaya, actually say lawyers need Shadia. It is sit the beer for Zombia, but near the Boman, no man, of course, because no dollar coffee, now putting in a coffee. No more.
Yeah, hello, good morning.
Hello, yeah, good morning.
Yes, I'm watching first and everything.
I feel Alex, because I feel Accra.
Great, Alex, it's you.
Yeah, me catch this because you're more na MPP power, you pay almost 10 times. You're more almost MPP bar, you pay because first MPP administration, get the chair home. And the only more before MPP supporters move for now, move for India agro. Yeah, bar second MPP no, and this is for almost a better come over 3 of parliament. It's the only one cost here.
Mate, that's it. That's a more. Anyway, yeah, and on pay. Yeah, hello, good morning.
Chief Pakawolfen.
Oh, so for mommy.
Chief.
Hello.
Chief.
but maintain your account.
Chief.
Ayo, but your so my man can say.
Yo, I don't pay it. Me French more day for my doctor.
So my man don't catch a pow.
How? So you show me about.
Hey, so my man I've been with you.
But many are brazen crowd.
Yeah, with you.
The mechanic say candidate Dr. Mahmoud Gomi order number 3 Mr. Delegate Kasnabo near the accounting process. Obie no hon ma wako bosumani ba akwa wedding kunim ya kwa prensa. But Dr. Mahmoud Gomi de min so kunim pren we be yi into extreme ye person je o passing. It was all candidates ya assembly day no wetimi no akamne pacho enfan kabo minshira enfan brain. Na de ekosa wo mrehye bejomuni de MPs de bin mo hono ma sebi ye nu ye ho krasa eto abadema wo na by elections nso ebe cost na ebe 3 million MPP for moment inti Ghana konya na ese yeje omo de sa na konya asamo nyina na omo agini nyina ne ni bebe ho so na dwondo mani mahama omo change constitutional mo etimi akọ another time account
No, yes, of my made there is not true. And yeah, so Joanna Uncle Tetembia is not true. Okay, yeah, to us. My last one on the pen. Hello, good morning. Yeah, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, I'm a first and everything.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, sir. Good morning. Your first and everything. Great. Yeah, it's on pay.
Because NDC for or cited the principle of equity. The time I said, now most so late to put any amount was within time wasn't come find a man. Decision cannot court and take a court to entertain case no crime in the first place. But the case was already dead.
Okay, Mate, Medasi. Yedebesia anope. Ekia, Bana Yan Rapiape. So anope the Abusafo, this is where we draw the curtains on the show. Njebabe call. Obi, we will find out what's in a family black house so that Rapia.
Yeah, Okasa for your Okasa last year. Even if the Okana is anything to go by.
The matter was not raised in court.
It was not raised. And my Lord, my Lord will not look into the void to bring what does not exist.
They don't know. They won't do that.
My Lord will not do that.
And I remember yeah. We don't raise it. We are not talking about it.
Paka, the immediate past headmaster, Dr. Benjamin Kwekuba.
Right.
Nansiana Odina Juma Barry. Paka or program.
Oh, great.
Into Machia Konongo Udma Senior High School. A great course. And Yanum. Banuye. Nansiana Odina Juma Abaye. And Anna at the Shahine. And I from Paul Manson. At the Cabo, also a teacher knew Konongo Udma. Paka or Mosho program.
Right, great. Cousin.
The member catch one say, meaning on fountain say life is a learning process. If you are amenable to be taught, they be alcohol.
Right.
Unima de no become unsuya because if you are there, Messiah can be jurisdiction goes to the root of every matter and can read at any point in time.
I've not discounted that too.
But it's only
you don't make your client suffer.
A critical.
You don't raise it at the court of first instance.
It wasn't raised in court.
At the court of first instance.
He's not saying he's not going to get credit. But they have only say this is very vital to the core.
It gives room for appeal.
Right.
In the case in Article 1992, you can read.
You don't butcher your client at the court of first instance. And want to get more money. At the court of appeal.
OSP no. Media. That's no call. I almost some private yes capital. I think that they should bow their heads down in shame because they embarked on an exercise in futility.
Okay,
that is one. And the office I think should come to stay. Now say bibi na say ye for office na bit my ye reason tie the buy no ho adwuma yenye not about scrapping it and about the Pandai elections no. I believe say issue called appealer the court to look at the matter of jurisdiction and then throw the NDC case out entirely.
Mati.
Okay.
Medasi Council. Yeah, go.
For Nonsia, any of that say.
Or say the court should, or is encouraging the court to throw out the case on plagiarizing. Or say he's encouraging the court. The prayer, no. That my lord, Muntungu, no, one can't say more to.
Musa for Yejina, Yantungu so. Na say yes, so see you to a go. Nina, you better on common. Toda I was said to be yesterday, and I'm yes, sorry, Nonsia, any better than say Abrosubia. Intimunin common into us with fear munimum, Ghana Chichere, any year Chichere. Yami, I'm not the young Quachena, Yabesaya, but meeting the Kwesi, run up a minimum.
Kwesi Parker Wells, and the my guest this morning has been Covenant Katia, lawyer, NPP, Regional Communication Team member here in Ashanti region, and also Emmanuel Opoku-Mensah. NDC, Regional Communication Team member. Of course, Ochina will be one of the cases, I think is the Saturara. And Thursday is the state of execution. And also by Thursday. So, of course, the BCBiano, a bad watch, with another edition of OBT.